The drama on CBS's Code Black is meant to show the real tension in emergency rooms across the nation. The man behind keeping the show real started with a simple idea to shoot a documentary in one of the busiest hospitals in America.
All right, guys, quiet, please. Rehearsal from the top.
Code Black, the TV show, has a really impressive degree of authenticity.
Ryan McGarry, executive producer of CBS's Code Black, knows firsthand how art can imitate life.
Our goal is to make you feel sort of the intensity of what it feels like to be a doctor on your first day in a big hospital like this.
Growing up in Chicago, McGarry gravitated towards creativity. But at 19, the unimaginable happened.
There was a moment in my life where everything sort of changed. I was a healthy collegiate track and cross-country runner, no medical problems my whole life, and then one day I started to be noticeably being lapped basically in track races in college, and long story short, that led to a lymphoma diagnosis. I had stage 4 cancer.
McGarry fought the disease for 2 years and won, ultimately changing his path in life.
I was still sort of in between, filmmaking and medicine, and I think that experience as a patient and being among physicians and nurses is what sort of pushed me over the edge and said, okay, I'm not going to abandon my sort of creative ambition entirely, but I think that I now need to do this and go to med school. My 4th and final year of med school, it's customary to kind of like go on extended auditions at a bunch of hospitals.
In 2008, McGarry became a visiting resident at one of the nation's busiest hospitals, LA County USC Medical Center, and he came up with an idea.
To shoot a documentary at one of the nation's largest hospitals that is government run, when you are not just a medical student, but a visiting medical student, is probably one of the worst ideas I've ever had in my life. LA County has never allowed really cameras in the place, period.
For 4 years, McGarry filmed the documentary Code Black. His goal? Give a voice to the doctors and nurses tirelessly working with the sick. It debuted in 2013 to rave reviews at the Los Angeles Film Festival and became a hit with critics.
Part of what I was after was the amazing commitment of these doctors and nurses who could probably make a lot more money somewhere else, who got you were working a job that could be a lot easier somewhere else, basically providing care to hundreds and thousands of people in LA County.
What came out of the documentary? A bigger conversation about the challenges of healthcare in America.
By and large, I had no idea about just how overused emergency departments are.
After seeing the film, current Code Black executive producer Michael Seitzman brought the documentary to executives at CBS, and they were hooked. At the heart of the show,
we are officially in Code Black.
Keeping the film's core. A look at the lives of dedicated medical professionals and the challenges they face at one of the nation's busiest hospitals.
And I think it hopefully speaks to the larger group of not just doctors, but nurses and other providers in this country who work very hard every day in emergency departments everywhere.
Ryan McGarry still finds time to practice medicine every other weekend. He heads back to New York to treat patients.